Tim Waller found officer-involved shootings have been on the rise for the last few years. Tim.
Nigel, this is data from the State Law Enforcement Division, the agency that investigates those officer-involved shootings. Now, you can see the jump in the number of shootings from 2009 to the end of last year, a 55% rise over the 5-year period. Here's where we stand so far this year. 11 officer-involved shootings statewide, including this latest incident in North Charleston. The data shows over a 5-year period, more white suspects have been shot and killed by police than black suspects. But when it comes to suspects who were wounded by police gunfire, a much different story. Blacks were wounded 95% more than whites over the same 5-year period. SLED also tracks the type of calls police were on when they fired on a suspect. Traffic stops and domestic calls tied for the #1 position, followed by an officer serving a warrant. 3 things tied for #3 on the list: armed robbery, armed subject, and disturbance calls. And here are the reasons South Carolina officers opened fire: threatening the officer with a weapon, the #1 cause here, followed by firing at the officer, and #3, assaulting the officer. One more item of note here: the most common age range of people shot and killed by police in this state is 21 to 30 years old. Walter Scott, the North Charleston man who was stopped for a broken tail light, was 50 years old. Gabby?